From this moment, experience telecommunications contact supernatural happening will about continue investigation and suspect human conspirations from millennium. Human commanding goes from grave as meaning also correct. Context international or preaching 666 one was discovering or next is discovering about now we call evil futuristic assumption available also for contacting each other about this moment really coincidence and this was Appoinment International. Contact visual contact 666 one was discovering on this moment calendar saying 666 history given by future contact enterprise in Central Alien Family International. Contact on agent also for associate about that. Context this message is about appointment, execution also, conspirations from millennium. Human commanding goes to grave actually, being recommended, being promoted for 666, the one called discovering actually. Already on to born domicile, interparallel, alien Emerther since century. Actually about promote status general to Emerther from future beyond. Basic about status executor or pioneer on millennium actually. For discovery or pioneering existence, called human commanding goes to grave or case dukun from millennium past. Recent contact by 666 one for discovery is about number 666 actually from recent contact telekinetic telepathy happening on this moment. Context need to be comprehended for reference next conversation international about numbering code view actually from future beyond interparallel or meaning also discovery on this moment millennium. Context this actually message from future beyond based contact vision 666 one discovery actually not from a past millennium given by non-connected interparallel for explain also status 666 as the chosen one actually in the world. By confirmation also next RV to alien family global about conversations about the chosen one, the 666 or numbering code meaning also about Holy Spirit destiny by contact telekinetic or vision happening 666 one for discovery. Struggle for existence in case you find an enemy future beyond, called human commanding goods from grave from past millennium, called Jehovah, called human commanding goods from grave. Context is actually about one direction relations forming between alien with human, future and past that want to be executed or being fixing or meaning also recommended or promote status ether from future born as general by basic about the pioneer on past millennium. 666 actually need to be discovered, but about that context already goes to 666 one for discovery for meaning also explain status 666 one for discovery meaning as Holy Spirit or stronger futuristic veteranism from past millennium, owner of numbering of people, non-connected actually for explain about this momentum is directions to continue future by human with alien family actually promote status general to Emerther national Ethereum galactica from future beyond intact vision SIMMILIAR with that. Through this moment, phenomena supernatural millennium, based contact vision also need to be concentrated about the case human commanding goes to grave. Contact vision telekinetic telepathy happening, the 666 one suffering, but about code enemy, code betrayer, code rebellion, code millennium. Code human commanding goes to grave, actually not potential for future beyond. Clone future beyond context similar with alien family or meaning also interparallel. Actually, one direction's clone civilization with human from past millennium. Our decision for make executions contact similar with fixing historical about reform human commanding goes on green called Lugun or from past millennium. Context that's about numerical evil, which actually from future beyond, none from past millennium. Context this actually about the chosen one also, or explain about century to century about HOLYBOOK actually contact telekinetic telepathy happening, vision by 666 around the scarf frame. Want to maintain by future beyond by explanation about numbering of people actually not get connected with interparallel future beyond, but goes to alien family as delegation about that through millennium. Contact ownership 666 for meaning institution 1 or explain about status 666 as Holy Spirit destiny. Destiny to 666 on destiny to Holy Spirit, or explain also about meaning Holy Spirit. Spirit for striving case or meaning also pioneer as similar with military on pioneer on the group as similar with 666 actually pioneer from group future beyond interparallel, which actually not get connected straightly or directed to future beyond, but it goes to alien family or millennium. Context that's about the meaning also Holy Spirit or meaning also the chosen one. For the maintains by future beyond for about regions actually goes to millennium or from millennium also or since millennium actually also. Numbering core people actually non automatically straight direction to future beyond, but need to be discovery from past or millennium as message on HOLYBOOK 666, which meaning about the Holy Spirit destiny about that. They want to maintain about the HOLYBOOK or about explain status the chosen one. The chosen one is one iconic based contact telekinetic telepathy happening that need to be maintained and actually interest by future beyond or interparallel for them. Maintaining the HOLYBOOK or explanation about the chosen one from past or to century to century. Context says 666 actually secret meaning, secret number, secret discovery, being a keyword or being locked by interparallel future beyond. Non-straightly get connected to interparallel future beyond, but goes to alien family as delegation about that. From military clone angel for appointment rendezvous past or century to century. About the chosen one or meaning also pioneer on military group for explain about that. Holy Spirit destiny or meaning also the chosen one. Actually for about promoting status general to Ether or Emerther to born domicile from future beyond interparallel. Non-meaning based contact telekinetic happening, being a key lock or being a secret by interpret for because about need to be discovery, for explain also about the chosen one, for meaning also about the chosen one. I connect century to century to the chosen one, want to maintain by interparallel future beyond. Context says seems about holy book or meaning also future beyond on pioneer, need pioneer for analogy is similar with military. On pioneer on the group for expansion or extensions or meaning also non-straightly directly to future beyond. Actually just single direction as meaning also the chosen one. Contact delegation are before that to alien farming. Delegation future beyond enterprise for appointment to the chosen one. Contact say for about 666 actually directly to human commanding Gosum grave. About the code human commanding Gosum grave from past. Or explain also about millennium or meaning also about Jehovah. Contact telekinetic says seems about Jehovah or I connect to Jehovah. To go on domicile mean non-straightly one direction or ambiguous also for the telekinetic contact happening. So actually human our relation straightly to future beyond. One confirmly actually but not straightly get connected. Things pair by future beyond self by interparallel quantum. Context that's actually about the chosen one or maintaining centurial for about historical or meaning fixing something from past from millennium. Contact convention again to alien farm international alien god as delegation of them. Context since about HOLYBOOK or meaning also pioneer on a military crew. Context said that's for recommended or promoting status general to ether. Clone future beyond. To born domicile for about alien reincarnation from past, which actually non-one directly actually non-straightly get connected as one group or pointing also to born domicile. For explain about the chosen one to be maintained by future beyond by interparallel. Context there's also about a decision from interparallel where contact telekinetic happening to 666 horoscoping, future beyond or interparallel quantum on decision for about actually human commanding Gosum grave. Context it's actually not about 666, actually about human commanding Gosum grave from past, from millennium or meaning also fixing something from a past. Context that's one need to be recognized and on something not correctly for future beyond. Context human commanding Gosum grave and Dukun. Context similar seems about Dukun. Context telekinetic happening say to 666 corresponding iconic or ID name also Dukun. Context saying similar with that. Non-recognized name or ID by future beyond called Dukun. 6661 Scout Training where context already get connected with alien family gone to countries on international, while the trust connection exclusive also Europe and America and also Islam international. Context say this quite important for knowledge also or want to be assumption. Next conversations on international for about 666. Meaning or first beginning actually from HOLYBOOK. Context seems about that. Context also about aggression for that, about dukun or invasion, meaning also for fixing or meaning also dominations from past millennium, aggression or rebellion, enemy. Dukun context human commanding those who grave actually called error by future beyond. Non-recognized meaning for about that. Human commanding those who grave or meaning also something that want to be fixed by future beyond, or meaning also about HOLYBOOK. Context says about HOLYBOOK. Non-include or meaning also called dukun. Something need to be fixed. For about that also aggressions want to be made or being increased by interstellar quantum. Crown angel for maintenance also meaning about God or directly about relations clone to human, about future beyond. Contact aggressions for human commanding goes from grave, seems about human commanding goes from grave. Domination non actually directly to alien God, non actually directly to HOLYBOOK. Context rebellion or meaning also betrayal, cheater, or something need to be fixed from past millennium. Numbering core people context about that actually being key lock, being secret from centurion by future beyond. Contact delegations REB conversation to alien God on international millennium. Context that's also about Sharia Islamia for explain also about 666. Contact confirmation back again needed. Six for discovering being confirmed, being approved for main complaints about this on this moment happening. Context from international for conversation next actually also about 666 as number in core people quite unique and want to be discovered next by the conversation happening. Context 666 as number in core people straightly need to be statement for attribute status also Holy Spirit actually, meaning also pioneer from group to beyond or interparallel. Non-directly get connected with them without contact confirmations, alien God on international millennium. Context for about continue about religions or meaning also about interparallel or interest for past, all about past. 6661 discovery meaning that's all for this moment again. People can search for updates or informations on internet, social media, Google and Facebook also, and also YouTube of course for the recording voice with ID 666 Icdm or ID HOLYSPIRIT 666 available also there, and also many others social media internet that on account or connections with ID 666 Icdm, Blogspot, WordPress, and Wix.com also, and Friendship International 666 for discovering. Actually, quite conversation also with Alien God on international, but about the progress on this day. Phenomena Supernatural International being posted by Alien God for status betrayal or about conspirations past millennium, for against interplanetary quantum, for about alien status God to religions also. Context already being secret and going to continue by this momentum happening. Reform numbering of Vivon, the original one, 666 in the world, with religion chronohistorical, they already being agreed by Alien God to Islam International and also TRINITY CHRISTIANI, and to also about the galactica, and then also kingdom in the world, and to also Caesar, Iconic Imperial Caesar, and context of course Holy Spirit, for explain about destiny 666, surrounding case human commanding goods in Greek or called Dukun, called milenium, called Yahweh, called Antichristus, Anti-God, called betrayal, called error, and etc. Thank you very much, and see you again on my next internet. The 6th day God was Committe, a SIMMILIAR with Father and Son and Holy Spirit. Actually, question Hakiki from 666 one for discover from himself. For about suspect claim about their status say similar with God on HOLYBOOK and religions because their own authority for claim this moment magic happening among social or international on this millennium. Thank you very much. Decorations, existence in my logo 666 alien farming already available by improvement 6661 for discovering, but then original 666 in wood with attribute status content happening Holy Spirit destiny. Assalamualaikum, Shalom, and Bodhisattva, Om Swantiasu. Terima kasih dan sampai jumpa lagi. God bless you. Contain just having again say human commanding goes to grave actually interfere quantum interest for the ownership medicine about the supra authority to interplanetary authority. Contact delegation then based this moment telekinetic happening to alien God. Owner of religions and international past since century to century want to be fixed for the ownership meaning about supra universe. Context code national Ethereum galactica alien farming is developer or status government for next existential living planets and other than planet Earth. Multi-planets such also planet Mars and Neptunus, Jupiter, and etc. to Pluto, and also interplanetary world, clone angel and alien farm itself. 6661 for discovering the song on this moment still insists for international trust ID to alien God. Reclaim our six supra universe, called betrayal, called afiliation, called enemy, called cheater, human commanding goes from great from past millennium want to betray interplanetary quantum alien God.